Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese, and welcome to a new week. Well, we run out of doublets and triplets. Not really, but the major ones we captured already. So this week, we're going to do something different. And I recently came across a set of concepts that's related to water, related to wash, but all kinds of different washes. I never realized Chinese use different verb for different kind of wash. All right, the first one, water sign on the left. The right side, it means first. 先, the whole thing, pronounced 洗. It actually came from wash your feet. So what does first have anything to do with feet? In English, it's share alphabet F, but Chinese has nothing to do with that translation. It came from the concept here. Well, I guess here on our panel, we're looking at in the middle, simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese, side by side, same, 2,000 years ago. Seal script style, that's after the first standardization of Chinese characters. Before it was garden variety, right? And then a scholar, pet project, Xu Shen standardized and captured that. And this is how he rendered what xi looks like. 5-stroke water symbol, later days standardized as 3-stroke water symbol. The right side, we have the person symbol at the bottom. On the right, it looks like somebody on top of their head, a plant grow, right? This cactus looking thing is a plant. That was my beginning understanding when I first unpack ancient versions of Chinese, and that's my interpretation. Sometimes it's quite a stretch of logic until recently I understand, not exactly recently, but it's been a while that I understand Chinese using this 2D frame, two-dimensional, try to describe our world that's not only 3-dimensional, but also with time, that's 4-dimensional. So Chinese had a way of doing that. The way here, a person with a plant-looking thing on top of their head. So first off, the plant was a replacement of a similar-looking thing. That's a Chinese foot symbol, and Chinese foot symbol kind of looks like cactus because we don't draw out all 5 toes of humans. We only draw 3. And with one horizontal line here, kind of like here, that's the sole of the foot. And eventually this character, one of the renderings during the garden variety stage, was standardized into that. And this becomes like a similar looking to a grass symbol that we just replace one commonly seen to the other one that kind of looks similar, but actually talks about totally different things. So things like that happen in history. The bottom is a human symbol. So together, the foot in front of or on top of the head of the person. Later on, I realized, okay, Chinese only have X and Y, 2 axes. To express the depth, Z axis, Chinese actually verticalize that. So we use the bottom of the frame means close to you, first person perspective. One is further away from you, it's top of the frame. So it's kind of similar to painting in Western as well as Eastern, that the background, the further away place, is kind of a place on top of the frame. So on the painting, you kind of see, okay, that doesn't mean it's on top of your head. That means further away from you, right? So same thing. It's just harder to see without so much more context on a painting, right? With so many objects, and also it's a reflection of our life, so we can easier for us to figure out what the artist actually mean when it's top of the frame versus Chinese is such an abstraction of our world. the food symbol is abstract. A human symbol is abstract. Like human have so many parts. Chinese just use 2 strokes. Front side of the body, back side of the body to symbolize the whole person. And then 3 toes to represent the whole 5-toe foot. And when we place the foot on the top of the person, it doesn't mean somebody is stepping on your head. No, it means somebody is in front of you. It's further away from you. That's why together the foot on top of the human figure means first. And together with the water symbol on the left side, it actually means wash your feet because your foot symbol is in there. And you, I guess, symbolize when you wash, you probably start first with your toes. When you try to dip your toes into something, right? Your toes is like the pioneer of your body to test out the temperature of the water. And that's the concept of food first. And that's washing your feet. Okay, examples. 洗漱. 漱 means swish water in your mouth. So it's a tooth brushing process. And 洗, even if, okay, it started as washing your foot, which in today's language have no clue, no visual symbol related to the foot anymore. Like we don't see that. It's transformed so many times. The track was kind of wiped, and we only know by digging through dictionary, and my understanding of the z-axis actually is expressed on a y. Then washing your foot no longer was meant here when it pairs with brushing your teeth and rinse your mouth. Okay, what do we do when we rinse the mouth? We wash our face, right? So 洗 here means wash your face, not food anymore, and rinse your teeth. So 洗漱 pair together simply means your bedtime routine. You need to do that 2 things. Okay, 洗白. 白 means white. It came from the sun symbol, which is a box with horizontal line, right? Energy in that sphere. And one spoke or ray coming out. So we just use 1 to symbolize the whole spherical light coming out of that ball of fire. And 洗白, we use the sun ray to capture the color of white, which probably is true, right? Color white. Okay, by the way, the recent chat with Bot that I learned, first thing when you wake up in the morning, you need to expose yourself to sunlight and ask, what about our artificial light? Would that be enough? I mean, I turn on my light. I'm exposed to light. Not enough. First off, sun got a blue light, right? We were programmed somewhere in our eye, have that sensor to capture that blue light. And that's the signal for our body that, okay, the sun starts to be up and you're supposed to be up in action, and then calculate a time, and so that you can target your sleep time. Well, the second big reason is the sun and the artificial light has a huge energy discrepancy. Our light bulb normally is like 500 lux, which is a light unit of measurement. The sun is like 100,000 times of that. So even if it's cloudy days, you still get a benefit. Anyhow, the sun means white. Okay, I'm digressing. And 洗白, okay, wash, white. What do you think that would be? Whitewashing. Okay, it's not like what you think. Even if in today's English contemporary lingo, we use whitewashing, it doesn't mean like you're trying to explain a phenomenon, use the framework of applying specifically to white people. It's not a racial term here. 洗白 means to wash the darkness, the blemishes on your record, and white out that part. So kind of a cover up your tracks, your not glamorous part of your past. So that's 洗白. 洗钱, wash money. 钱 means money, contemporary, contemporary symbol of money. So when you pair wash money together, what could it be? Money laundry. So that's a Chinese translation. Obviously, 洗钱 was not Asian expression. It simply is a respond to a Western concept that this behavior also happened in China. So we had a motive to translate that, and 洗钱, everybody knows now that it's money laundry. And so here, we wash all kinds of things nowadays with 洗, our face, our past, and our money. So even if it started humbly on washing your feet. Thank you for your time. See you another day.